This is the chuck off my little dividing head. I didn't do the damage, by the way. It was there when I bought it. This is the chuck key that has been made for us, and I need to put a square on the end that fits into there. I'm going to measure this across the points of the square. I'm getting a reading of 1133, and across the flats of the square I'm getting 8, 9. .6. 8.6. So what I think I'll do, I'll machine the end of this down to 12mm, put it in the mill machine and put 4 flats on, just use a little bit of maths to work out how deep the cut would be. I had it in a collet chuck set up on the mill to machine it, then I decided to put the collet chuck into this 4-jaw chuck to machine a little bit off the outside diameter. And to tell you the truth, I'm quite impressed with how accurate that's running. It's not too bad at all. Right, so I'm going to take this down to 12mm. An easy way to do it is just set the vernier to 12. Right, 12mm. Zero it, and then you measure it, and it gives you a direct reading of what you need to take off, which is 1.14mm, basically half a mil a side. So you're going to touch it off, put in a half mil cut. It's different material as well. Funny his hair more. Right, and that's on 0, so that's down to size. Right, I've done a little bit of maths, and it tells me that I need 1.6 taken off all 4 sides. That fits nice and flat in there, and that just butts up against the side of the vase. A gentle tap to make sure it's bedded down, which it is. Right, I just need to touch this cutter off. Right, so that's just touching there. Zero everything. This should take 1.6 in one cut, no problem at all. Right, 1.6. And I'm going to lock off the table at that. Set to 0, so I can come back to the same place. turn it round, and back in exactly the same place as it was. Right, the moment of truth, so to speak, and that's a nice fit in there. Just nice. Right, so this simply slots in. There's even put a little countersink in there for the, or a little dead end for the little grub screw to lock into. And when it locks in, it's below the surface. That's all. Attention to detail, quality job. I'm very happy with it. I like it. Nice and long as well, so yeah, well away from the table when it's working. Excellent. I'll put that back in the cupboard with that chuck, and then we'll know it's the leave like that. These little collar blocks have been spot on. They're cheapy ones from Banggood. Nothing the matter with them. I've got that one and a hex one, and I use them quite a lot. Ideal for putting squares on the end of shafts, or putting two flats on, or whatever you want to do with them. The customer brought this into work last week. It's a side stand off an old British Trails motorcycle. And the problem he's got with it is the end's all worn and the bike's lying over at a terrible angle when it uses the stand. I'll bring this end in a little bit closer. Where you can see how it's worn away there. And it's also worn away in there. I'm in two minds whether to make a new one, chop it off and weld it on, or just to braze this up. I think the first plan is I'll braze it up with some silicon bronze in there, build that up, and then you can file it to make it fit. If that doesn't work, I will make a new one. There's a double diameter bolt goes through there as well. So the first thing is we'll clean it up and try and braze it. I mean it'll be old. Silicon bronze is fairly tough, so it has a chance to work out quite well. If not, I'll make a new one and weld it on for them. You can see the wear there, worn in there. This is all wear as well, but it's badly worn in there, and that face there. Plenty of flux fed into it. going in there quite nicely. So that's plenty of material on there. You want to out the edge. And so it's quite nicely built up. Plenty of material on there to file out to get the shape back. Now that inside edge needs doing the same. Just try and get it as clean as possible. Definitely wear ridge in there. Right. There's plenty of material in there now so you can file it. Square shoulder again, which should certainly last long enough. This is the box I was on about that I got given, and straight away it's an old biscuits tin, 3 pound 4 ounces net, so we're going back a bit here. This is the first thing that caught my eye because it's the biggest thing. I'm not quite sure what it is. 2 little bevel gears on one end, driving a, looks like a grinding wheel, spring loaded grinding wheel. It's a jig for possibly sharpening something. Somebody spent quite a bit of time making that. A coupling on the end. That looks like lock wire. Not quite sure what they're for. 2 rollers on the end. Honestly I don't know, but I'm sure somebody will tell us. It looks like they've been made, a pair of pointless pliers have been modified to make them for some purpose. Like a turnbuckle for tensioning a chain or something. Obviously with keys, solder, that's tin ring solder, quite decent stuff. Possibly for marking off, or not quite sure. And a bit of time spent in making it though. Some thread chasers. These can be sharpened into boring tools or whatever you want. They're good quality material. Like the these. 14 Whitworth, 5 Whitworth. There's a chance to be a full set of them. I'll put them in a box, you never know, they might come in useful. I haven't actually used a thread chaser before. I've seen them being used, I've never used the one. Some of these have been polished up, so they have been used. There's quite a lot of them. But as I say, it is good material. It can be hardened and tempered. There's an adjustable reamer. I have got some adjustable reamers, and it is number 24, goes from 11/16 to 3/4. It's in reasonable condition as well. Not sure. Little hacksaw blade. That's for splitting chain, for pushing chain links out. Milling cutter in decent condition, 16mm. Another milling cutter, new one, 15mm. That's in good condition as well, and that's 3/4. I'm not sure what that's for. Tapered mandrel of some description. It's got wrote on here E12 to 16. Quite a few bearings. New bearings, imperial sizes. They are very expensive, they're hard to get a hold of, decent bearings. Box bearings here, bearings, and it's a thrust bearing. The bearings are always worth keeping for various projects, especially decent quality ones. There's actually brass tracks in there, or brass spacers. They're all fantastic plastic now. These are tapered pins. I think they're tapered. Well, they're not the parallel pins, but they have got like a sharp edge on there, so they would lock in if we're hammered into something. Another bearing. Ah, that's a thread gauge. 11/16 32 TPI Whitworth foam. That's for inspecting, for testing the thread. Another one there. 1/2 inch BSF. 3/16 Whitworth. I do use BSF and Whitworth threads because I use quite a bit on the steam side of things. I've started to work on a little bit. Another bearing. Not quite sure what they are. I've seen similar things used for throwing up grinding wheels. Not sure. Nice little square file there, lovely and sharp. Been off like a cross slide handle on a lathe, you could use that for. Not sure what that's for, but obviously it's been made for a specific job. That's about it. Once again, I'm not sure. Got rollers of some description in there. 3/4 England. Not sure what that is. If anybody recognises something and they can tell us what it's for, or they see something they really want, just send us an email and by all means we'll sort something out. There's not much of this I'm going to use really, so if anybody wants anything, just give us a shout. once again, it's just time to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always a massive thanks for all the well wishes that are coming in. Incidentally, my dad's still in hospital. He's in pretty good basic health. He's in good fettle. He's all right, but he's having major problems trying to use his legs. Anyway, but not quite sure what's going to happen, but they're certainly looking after him. I can't thank them enough. The care he's receiving is wonderful. Anyway, once again, thanks very much.